Now we know for plotting the shear stress distribution curve completely, we need to determine the shear stress at layers where there is abrupt change in the width of the section and also at neutral axis. So we'll determine the shear stress at a layer where your top flange changes to web, and at this layer we have two width of the section, that is of layer 1-1 and layer 2-2. Then we'll determine the shear stress at the neutral axis, which is also a centroidal x-axis. Then we'll determine the shear stress at layer where your web changes to your bottom flange, where we'll have two width. So the layer will be your layer 3-3, whose width will be your width of web, and then layer 4-4, whose width will be the width of your bottom flange. And we know that the shear stress at the extreme layer from the neutral axis is 0, and the variation of shear stress across the depth is parabolic. So now let's find out the value of shear stresses at different layers. So first we determine the shear stress at layer 1-1. We have the part of the cross section above the layer, which is nothing but a top flange. So this depth from the neutral axis to the top of this flange will be 320 minus y bar equal to 132 mm. And if you consider this shaded area above the layer 1-1, the area will be 240 into 40, and the y bar will be 132 mm minus 40 by 2 equal to 112 mm from the neutral axis. So now shear stress at layer 1-1 is given as FA y bar by IB, where your AY bar is the first moment of this shaded area about the layer 1-1 about the neutral axis. So we have, upon substituting the values, your shear force is 120 into 10 to the power 3. AY bar will be 240 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 1112, the whole upon moment of inertia of complete I section, which is 311.42 into 10 to the power 6, and the width of the layer 1-1 is 240. So upon solving, we get the value of tau 1-1 as 1.726 Newton per mm square. Next we find out shear stress at layer 2-2. Now we know layer 1-1 and layer 2-2 are at the same level, the only difference being the width of the layer. The width of layer 1-1 was 240 mm, whereas the width of layer 2-2 is 40 mm, which is nothing but the width of the web. So shear stress at layer 2-2 will be given as force 120 into 10 to the power 3. AY bar will be same, 240 into 40 into 112. Since the two layers 1-1 and 2-2 are at the same level, the first moment of the area above that layer, above the neutral axis, will be same upon I. Now width of layer 2-2 is 40 mm, so we have 40. So upon solving, we get the value of shear stress at layer 2-2 as 10.35 Newton per mm square. It may be noted, we could have also found out your shear stress at layer 2-2 would have been shear stress at layer 1-1 multiplied by the width of layer 1-1 divided by width of layer 2-2, which is 1.726 multiplied by 240 upon 40. This would fetch the same value of tau 2-2, which is 10.35 Newton per mm square. This is since your layer 1-1 and 2-2 at same level from the neutral axis. Next we determine shear stress at the neutral axis, and we know this shear stress will be your maximum shear stress, which will be given by the formula FAY bar by IB. So now we find out shear stress at the neutral axis. The shear stress at neutral axis will be your maximum shear stress, and it will be given by the formula FAY bar by IB, where your AY bar is the first moment of the shaded area shown about the neutral axis of the complete I section. Now to determine your AY bar, we divide this shaded area into two simpler rectangle parts, part 1 and part 2, where your x1 and x2 are its centroidal axis respectively, which is at a distance of y1 and y2. Now by calculation, we get your value of y1 as 132 minus 40 by 2 equal to 112 mm, and your y2 is this depth, which will be 92 mm, which we get by 132 minus 40, and the half of this depth is 46 mm, and it's the value of y2. So now upon substituting the values, we have your shear stress at neutral axis equal to shear force is 120 into 10 to the power 3 multiplied by your AY bar will be given as A1Y1 plus A2Y2. So we have your A1 is 240 into 40 multiplied by 112 plus A2 is 40 into 92 multiplied by Y2 is 46. This whole upon I of the complete I section, which is 311.42 into 10 to the power 6 multiply by width of the layer of this complete section at the neutral axis, which is nothing but the width of the web, so equal to 40 mm. So upon solving, we get the value of maximum shear stress as 11.98 Newton per mm square.